I remember the exact moment I realized I might be left behind by technology. I was 72, sitting in my living room, and my granddaughter sent me an invitation to her birthday party, except it wasn't a paper invite. It was a text message with a link to some online platform. My heart pounded. I stared at my old flip phone, confused by the link. I didn't know how to open it or even if I could. Eventually, I missed the instructions for a virtual get-together, and I felt so ashamed to admit that I couldn't figure it out. Have you ever felt that pang, that fear you might break something or click the wrong button? Maybe you've declined video calls or chat invitations simply because it was too daunting. If so, you're not alone. It took me over 7 decades on this planet to finally realize technology wasn't my enemy, it was a doorway to staying connected with the world. Over the next 15 minutes, I want to share 5 steps that gently guided me from feeling totally lost with phones, tablets, and computers to actually enjoying them. If you've ever worried you're too old, too clumsy, or too late, let me tell you, it's never too late to learn. Take a moment, whisper to yourself, I can do this. Because you can, and we'll tackle that initial fear together. According to AARP, a large portion of older Americans feel left behind by rapid technological changes, smartphones, social media, online banking, telemedicine. You might wonder, is this truly necessary? But imagine, your grandchild's wedding is live-streamed, yet you can't access it. Or your doctor offers a virtual consultation, yet you're intimidated by downloading an app. Even a simple service like ordering groceries online could save you from carrying heavy bags. Technology can bridge distances, bring entertainment, simplify tasks, and, most crucially, combat loneliness. A study found that older adults who regularly use video calls or social media reported feeling more connected. If you felt that sting of isolation, or if you're exasperated by all these new devices, this video is for you. We'll break it down into steps that anyone, any age, can handle. Because technology isn't just for the young, it's for the young at heart, too. Think back, did you ever miss out on something important because of a tech barrier? Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. The first hurdle I had to clear was my own anxiety. I used to say, I'm too old to learn this, or I'll break the computer. But I realized that fear paralyzed me before I even tried. Have you told yourself similar things, like you're too clumsy or can't keep up? Here's the truth, no one is born with technology skills. Remember when we learned to drive? We worried about crashing, about shifting gears. Yet we learned, step by step. The same logic applies to navigating a smartphone or a tablet. Acknowledge that you'll make mistakes. You might open the wrong app or accidentally delete something. That's okay, just like learning anything new. Instead of seeing these mistakes as proof you can't do it, treat them as normal bumps along the way. Whisper, I'm allowed to stumble as I learn. That small mental shift sets the stage for every other step. Once I stopped expecting myself to be perfect, I found it easier to tap and swipe around, even if occasionally I closed the screen by accident. Take a breath, maybe remember an early fear you overcame, like riding a bike or cooking a new recipe. Technology is just another skill. Let's tame that fear by admitting it exists and deciding to do it anyway. When I first held a smartphone, it felt like an alien gadget. I didn't know how to swipe or type on that tiny screen. But once I asked my grandson, he showed me how to send a basic text message and open the camera. We practiced sending a selfie, which felt awkward yet strangely fun. Then I realized, half my fear came from not knowing how to begin. If you have a grandchild, neighbor, or friend who's tech-savvy, enlist their help. You might schedule short lessons, like, today, let's learn to text. Or, this week, let's try making a video call. If you don't have someone nearby, many libraries or senior centers offer basic tech classes. They understand seniors might need more hands-on demonstrations. Start with the basics, turning the device on and off, adjusting volume, learning to tap icons for phone calls or texts. Master that before moving on to apps like Zoom or email. Step by step, you'll expand your comfort zone. Have you tried this approach? A 10-minute lesson each day can do wonders. Once I successfully texted my daughter a simple, "hello," I felt a surge of confidence. I whispered to myself, I did it. That feeling built momentum for the next skill. Let's talk about the magic of video calls and social media. For years, I dreaded family gatherings because traveling was hard on my knees. Then I discovered that a single tap on my tablet could bring my son's entire household into my living room. We laugh, show each other dinner plates, or even watch TV together across the miles. If you've ever felt lonely, video calls can be like a warm visit without the drive. My neighbor, Edward, set up a weekly virtual coffee with his old army buddy who moved across the country. They chat face to face, share old stories, and it's kept both of them in good spirits. Social media platforms, like Facebook, can also reconnect you with classmates or far-flung relatives. But keep it simple at first. Try one social network or one video call app. Don't overload yourself. If you get stuck, refer back to key number 2, ask for guidance or watch a short tutorial. It's incredible how bridging the distance online can ease that sense of isolation we often feel as we get older. Imagine, who would you love to see more often? Maybe invite them to a video chat once a week. Sometimes hearing someone's voice and seeing their smile is all the comfort you need. Speaking of Edward, let me tell you a bit more about him. He's 76, a retired mechanic who admitted he once called cell phones annoying gizmos. But his turning point came when he missed his grandson's school concert, which was live-streamed. Realizing he'd lost out on that experience devastated him. At last, he swallowed his pride and asked his friend's daughter to teach him how to use a basic smartphone. Within a month, he was texting daily. 2 months later, he moved to his first video calls. By the 6th month, he joined a Facebook group for vintage car enthusiasts, a hobby he shared with his late wife. Now, he chats with people across the country about car restoration tips. He even posted photos of his beloved 1965 pickup truck that he fixed up decades ago. Edward beams whenever he talks about these online friends. He says, "It's like having a club meeting every day, without leaving my recliner." If Edward can transform from a self-professed tech hater to an online car club moderator, there's hope for all of us. Now, as wonderful as technology is, it has pitfalls, especially for seniors who are prime targets for scammers. Have you received suspicious calls claiming to be from a government agency, or pop-up messages saying you've won a big prize? Rule of thumb, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Don't click strange links, don't give out personal details like social security numbers or bank info to unsolicited calls or emails. I learned this lesson after I nearly fell for a phone scam from someone posing as my internet provider. They demanded immediate payment or they'd shut off my service. Thankfully, I hung up and called the official company number instead. They confirmed it was a fraud. Create strong passwords, something more than 1234 or password, and change them periodically. If you ever feel uncertain, ask a trusted friend or relative, or even call your bank or phone company directly. A short pause to verify can save you from huge headaches. Let me remind you, your safety matters more than any convenience. It's better to be cautious. If an email or message looks odd, it's okay to ignore or delete it, or to ask someone you trust. That's not paranoia, it's protecting your nest egg and peace of mind. Technology changes faster than we can say, download. The good news is you don't have to keep up with every new device or social platform. Instead, stay curious, keep an open mind, and treat it as a continuous journey. You might start with basic texting, then progress to video calls, then try an app for banking or photo sharing. If you want to watch your local church service online or take a free class on YouTube, those options are at your fingertips, literally. If an update shows up on your tablet or phone, don't panic. Often these updates fix bugs or add features. If it confuses you, see if the local library or senior center offers Tech Help Day. Some do it weekly, letting you bring your device for one-on-one assistance. Remember, it's never too late to learn. Mistakes happen. I once deleted my entire contacts list accidentally, but a patient volunteer at the senior center helped me restore it from a backup. That's how I realized, each mishap is also a lesson. Let yourself be a lifelong student, and technology becomes less intimidating, and more empowering. Ask yourself, in the next month, what's one new skill you'd like to master? Sending an email, joining a Zoom call, or scanning a document with your phone. Set that goal, and step by step, you'll get there. We've covered 5 steps that took me 72 years to embrace technology. Overcome the initial fear. Start simple and seek guidance. Explore video calls and social media. Protect yourself online, cybersecurity. Keep learning and stay curious. Each step might sound straightforward, but combined, they open doors you never imagined: closer contact with family, online forums for hobbies, telehealth appointments saving you trips. Technology can be your ally in living more comfortably, more connected. The main message: you're never too old to click, install, or join meeting. Take a moment to pick one step to focus on this week. Maybe you'll schedule a short tech tutoring session with a family member or friend. Or commit to making your first video call instead of a phone call. Small changes can brighten your day in ways you don't expect. Before I wrap up, let me emphasize I'm sharing personal experiences, not providing official tech support. If you have complex issues, like major device malfunctions or advanced security concerns, seek professional help from a local IT service or a knowledgeable family member. But I hope these tips remind you that technology doesn't belong exclusively to younger generations. It's here for all of us, to keep us informed, connected, and entertained. Yes, you may fumble, tap the wrong icon, or occasionally lock yourself out of an account, but that's part of the learning curve. Trust me, after missing that virtual birthday invitation, I vowed never to let fear stop me from enjoying my family's big moments. If this video eased your worries or inspired you to pick up that tablet you've been ignoring, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and share it with someone who still calls the phone that annoying gizmo. Because together, we can close the gap and show that at 72, 82, or 92, it's never too late to embrace what technology offers. Thank you for spending these 15 minutes with me. Now, let's go explore the digital world, one small click at a time.